How is the cross different? What happens on the cross? On the cross, you have absolute, rigorous, unremitting justice applied to Jesus. Because when he bears our sins, he absolutely bears them to the last stroke under the wrath of God. On the cross, you have unrelenting, perfect justice executed. And what do you have at the same time? You have mercy and love and sacrifice beyond your imagination. You have both. You might be an A person or a B person. But at the cross, you have C. You have a completely different perspective on justice, and you have a completely different perspective on mercy. And mercy isn't wind the justice down, it's a bit too strict. Be a bit kinder. And justice isn't, don't show too much mercy. At the cross, you have both. That's how you know you can be forgiven. If God just forgave you, if God just said, look, don't worry about it, just forget it. Everybody does things wrong. I've looked at the human race a fair bit, and there's nobody's perfect. So what do we expect? The problem with that view is this. It says what we recognize in the world today, all the suffering and pain and wickedness and evil, don't really amount to much after all. Because God can say, don't worry about it. You see, we want him to say, don't worry about it, about our sins. But then when you look at the larger picture of everyone else, and obviously other people are worse than us, aren't they, in our minds? That's how we all think. Are we going to say, well, forget about that as well? No, at the cross, what you have is the absolute relentless addressing of every evil. And you have the absolute relentless love of God displayed and enacted and effective in not just passing over sin or overlooking sin, but dealing with sin and guilt and shame and corruption and death once and for all.